This country I'm about to list for you are countries you should never think of migrating to as a foreigner, no matter the ethnicity you are from, no matter the country you are coming from. Don't think of about moving to these countries. Yes, I know some of you, after I've mentioned all the list of them, the countries, some people will come to my comment section and start saying, my great grandfather's uncle's sister went to this country and they make it there. That is not how we're going to do what we're going to calculate the success rate. Note that all the countries I'm about to list here are countries we actually rate them on the success versus the failure rate of this country. That means how many percent of people that really had success out of this country and the ones that had failure. Okay, let's make mention of the five one of the videos I've actually made. I said about the 5 countries people rated moving to. It was due to survey. Some countries, some people even listed some other countries that would not mention in the video. If you know what the video, kindly go and watch that video right now because you should know some countries. Now in that country, they listed Canada. Everybody knows that the success rate in Canada is actually higher than the failure rate. And even though if you fail in Canada, only God knows where you can actually succeed. Well, I know some people actually move to countries because everybody are moving there. I think I've said something about that in one of my videos. You need to know if this country is going to pay you or not. Moving to Canada and you know that okay, maybe your kind of business or your kind of job or the way you're actually skilled is not there. You cannot expect it to actually favor you. But on the high side, the success rate in Canada is like 98%. So that's the thing. So now I'll be listing all the reasons why all these countries are out of the league for you to travel to as a what as a foreigner. So number one is country that the citizens are moving out. Yes, I know. What will come to you immediately is Nigeria. Citizens are moving out, but some of us we are here still enjoying our life in this country. Are we actually making ends meet? There are so many people in this country that are still making it, while some people just want to japa. But there are some countries in the world that even the citizens are not even enjoying the country. So they're actually what? They're actually moving out of the country. But in Nigeria, if you know the way, you will know the book. So, but there are some countries that even the citizens are actually moving because they're not benefiting anything from the government, they're not benefiting anything from the country. Another thing that we looked out was political instability. You know what? I could have mentioned this country because, but you people will just say, your own is too much. Because everybody knows the almighty UK, the 37th state of Nigeria. They have a political instability. Today, foreigner or tomorrow, foreigners he has to go to this sapele, next tomorrow, foreigner has to move. They don't have political instability. But the success rate in UK is actually like there are so many people that are actually making it big in UK. Yes, I say it in my mouth. There's so many people that are actually making it big in UK. So that is why UK will not be part of my list because the success rate in UK is actually higher than the failure rate. But there are some countries that they have political instability, and you have to watch out for this if you are choosing a country. So another thing is that harsh weather. There's some country that their weather can roast corn. Like the weather is so bad. Might not okay, let me say maybe the weather is actually bad, but at least there's still some things that actually benefit from the country. But no, there's nothing you want to benefit from the country. The weather is bad, everything is bad in the country. So why move to the country when the weather is even bad? The climate, because I know yes, most Nigerians, especially Africans, there's nowhere we cannot live. Anything we'll be able to just move it up and just continue like it's part of life. But there are some places that even the weather is not encouraging because everything you get there safe, there's nothing. So why move it there? Why will I suffer my head when the weather is not actually good? So another thing to look at is that no clear way to citizenship. Everybody knows that almost all the countries in I think is it they're not I'm sorry, don't want to mention nonsense, but I'll put it here. But almost all the Arabian countries, Dubai or some other countries, they don't have any even though if you use 542 years in the country, there is no pathways to citizen. You will keep renewing and keep renewing every 1 year, every 2 years. So why will I be doing everything for your country and at the end of the day I will not even have second citizenship with your country? So why move it to that kind of country? So another thing is racism. I did 5 countries that people rate them moving to. Talked about some country that actually has high rate of racism. I know in very part of the world there's actually racism, but the racism level is actually higher than each other. Some are some are low, some are medium. Even in Nigeria that we have, there's still racism. Like it is not just obvious. We just don't categorize it as that. We just say like, Hausa doesn't want to invite my territory. But sometimes even when you go to the Hausa land, they will still even appreciate you that you are there. They will still show some love. But there's some countries that when you go there, you cannot even turn left or turn right and tell someone, please, I'm going to one place. They will just look at you. If you cannot even, like, once you are black or any other, like, they see the difference in their color, in the color. I actually watched one video online and the black guy was trying to hug almost everybody and, like, almost every white people there. And everybody were just rejecting until he sees a black guy that actually hugged him. There's some countries that the racism level is actually as not high, is not actually as high as that, which is actually okay. But a country that you know that the racism is on the high side, you now be you want sleep at night, you close one eye and open one eye. Abeg no go. So another category to look is crime rate. See, there's some countries that are actually crawling at the back of my country, Nigeria. The crime rate over there, even in Nigeria now, the Yorubas will say, Akigbe Osan Shebi, Oru ni kini kan ti ma ṣe kini kan. In my country, we still have levels of when people actually do bad. Yes, not recently that were actually, even they will still run away or like almost immediately. But there's some country, hey, oh God of mercy, move out in the afternoon, even in the morning, the crime rates in the country are actually high. If you have not watched my 5 countries and 5 countries people rejected moving to, actually check one of my videos. I'm going to be putting the link here so you can actually watch the video. Like there's some country that do crime rates, like you'll be scared that maybe your life, you have to be putting your life inside your bag. So if the country has high rate of crime rate, then why would you move to the country? So another thing you have to look at is language barrier. I know there are some countries that they have language, they have language barrier, but even the citizens are still loving and still encouraging when you are learning their language. But there are some countries that if you cannot speak the language, they're just be looking at you like one more or something. Do you get it? Like in my own country now, if an Hausa person try to speak Yoruba, we'll just smile and we try to correct him. Or if I'm trying to learn Igbo, I'm trying to learn another maybe Urubu or Nupe, they'll just smile like, no, this is not how you could say it, this is how you could say it. But there's some country that the language is even hard to learn. Another thing is that they even like once you cannot speak it. Okay, there was a time like that I was in this country and I wanted to buy something. I went into the e-trade, KFC, and I actually can't remember it was like burger meal or something. So I was like, okay, I need burger meal, hot. Did you say something like hot, spicy, something? So when I told the girl was actually talking to me like I know, like I can read the sign, like I could read her lips, I could understand what she was saying. Like I should speak their language to me so I can. I said, a multinational company, I should be speaking your language. It's not an English, like I don't get it because I'm in your country. See, I just went to the table and I did like this. See, it is you that will lose your job. See the camera, it's actually looking at you. When you are ready, you give me what I want. It was not the colleague that actually came, they collected the money and did it. So there's some countries that even when you want to get job, they'll be telling you, our country people is some other country. Like, don't go to those countries. Don't. And the last one is natural disaster. There's some countries that they have natural disaster. When is one time, I know that some countries are okay, their winter is actually high, but the natural disaster of winter, maybe during one time to one time, is actually very high or something. Do not go to that place. A country that you know that has a natural disaster, you don't want to lose everything you use your hand to build and lose it in just one way, be one day. Please look out for all these countries. So now, if you have watched my video till now and you've not subscribed to my YouTube channel, what did I do to you now? Please just hit the subscribe button down there. It's actually free and it takes no stress from you. So you know that I love you now. All the information I'll be giving to you is not this. It's because I love you and I want to give you, I want to serve you very well. So now let's go to the list of the countries that you should avoid. Number one, Cyprus. Cyprus is a country that most people used to talk about. We, especially the Africans, we know Nigerians, we know Ghanaian, we know Cyprus, but especially not Cyprus. I beg no go there. It's actually expensive. They don't have human rights. I think I didn't say something about human rights. There's some countries that they don't have any regard for human rights. I talked about one country like that recently, Netherlands. I said they even protect human rights. Even when you work for a country and a company in Netherlands, they will give you, I think, 0.1% of the shares or the stock So countries that actually protect your human rights, they are the best country you can go to, not the ones that they will not pay you. And at the end of the day, nothing you can do. There's nobody, even in my country, there's fear of law, little. But there are some countries that once they know that you're a foreigner, they don't care about you. You are on your own. You know some on your own. Oh, why you on your own? So in Cyprus, human right, there's no human right, then there's no job in Cyprus. The only thing you can go there to do, okay, maybe schooling. And after school, Japa. You know where, for example, from Japa to Japa, Japanese. That's what you can do in Cyprus. Number two is Azebiza. Problem. Please, Azebiza. I get please, I'll write the name here, so please pronounce it the way you want. I know some agents will tell you that, oh, it's actually an Europe country. Come here, it's not an Europe country. It is an Asian country. Like, see, whenever you want to leave this country, that's why I say it's not about giving one agent to give you and give me the country. I want to jackpot. Know everything in total about the country before you leave, and that is why I'm here. I provide you all the informations, not because Daddy Tolu has traveled to this country. Maybe me too, if I should go, I can. Is the job Daddy Tolu want to go and do there? Will he pay you? Is it the same job you two want to go and do? So the best thing is that you should know everything, everything about the country. There's no job in this country. Language barrier is another thing entirely. It's not safe. And there's more crime rate. Like the crime rate in that country is like Nigeria is crawling behind it. Another country we have here is Kuwait. Yes, no job. They violate human rights. You'll be hearing different things on social media when people be saying the kinika Nigerians, the kinika Ghanaian, they did not pay their money, they are using them. Kuwait, I beg no good day. See, I know all of you want to japa, you want to leave the country you are. It is not favorable. But you don't want to go from fire to fire. Where you will go to and everything you labor for will not be given to you. Kuwait, no, no, no. So another country is Siberia. See, there are two sides to this country. We have the Asian part and the European parts. The weather, but this country is actually more of the Asian part. They have bad weather and there's no job. What do you want to go do there? Because I don't get. What do you want to go do there? Another country we have is Belarus. Oh, Belarus. My dear sister, no good there. It is actually out of point for you to go to this country because it's even one of the poorest country in Europe. So your agent will tell you it's an Europe country. It is not all Europe countries that are worth going to. Come, not all Europe countries are worth going to. Belarus is the poorest European country in the world, in their continent, and they will still tell you that it's Europe. So you tell me, I want to carry my bag. I'm going to Europe. See, you are going from Papa to fire. Let me go back a bit. You get from Papa to fire. So now, Oma, oh my, oh my, oh, said they are violent and they don't care about human rights at all. Then Peru, para, Peru, para. I'm the Peru. I beg no go to that country. Did you hear me? No go to the country. The crime rate in the country is high and there is violence in the country. So why would you want to go to that kind of country? I don't understand. Now, UAE. I'm very sure all of you. Let me sit down very well. Let me sit down very well. So I can talk. I can talk. This is because this platform is actually better and it's more easier for me to actually tell you what is in my mind. That time I used to shout, UAE, but you people would not hear. Now UAE has done its own as you people has moved your ways. There's no pathway to what? To citizenship in all man, UAE. The only thing that is best to do in UAE is just go and enjoy yourself, buy your ticket, enjoy 1 week, come back to your own country. But you want to go and today, there's no pathway to citizenship, there's nothing. So why going to UAE? They said they actually violate human rights and it's expensive. So after collecting how many what's their currency? Sorry, I cannot remember. Then I'll be paying I don't go. The other one is Brazil. In my video of the 5 countries I said people regretted moving to, Brazil is part of those countries. Hey, they said in Brazil, just the crime rate is like you can go out and they will kill you and just die. Just die like that. So, but they said there's automatic pathway to citizenship as if you give it in Brazil, your child will be what? So maybe you can just go and give it there, but you want to go and stay there. in this 2023. My uncle, my auntie, no good there. Final, India. Bolituria, Bolikangina. I love that country. But they said there's no job. As much as I love their Indian movies, I love everything. They said there's no job. They said they don't like foreigners. I've never been there. They said, what else? But they said they are nice to people, but there's no job and it is not safe. You can see you somewhere now and take your bag. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video from beginning to the end. Do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like, comment. If you love my content, please subscribe. I saw many people that have subscribed to my channel and I'm actually enjoying it. I actually say thank you. Until next time, I'm going to be saying you take care, stay blessed. Bye bye.